Hi, Cass.
Hi. 1 second, I'm setting up my camera.
Yeah, I have to change the settings for our live stream too.
Focus on my damn ass face. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. We're gonna start in a second. We're just waiting on a few people. Hi, Cass. Oh,
Hi.
I can hear my own voice. Just that. Videos. But how's everybody doing?
Less sweaty than yesterday, which is good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, yesterday, because I was in fucking full length leather coat, a scarf, and like 3 shirts and a binder.
Oh God.
So that was fun.
For Gundam?
Yep.
Okay, it's worth it.
Ooh. Okay, Sodam Dojin, Wild Dagger Sodam Dojin coming out soon. I'm so sad. I was gonna see Wild Daggers and Baby Rosa this weekend because they both go to ASEN.
Oh, they were gonna be at ASEN?
Yeah.
So
So fucking upset. I saw them at CAD 2019, but I do not think that they would recognize me.
All right, wait. Let me send you guys a link to the stream.
Thank you. On Instagram.
On the Zoom.
Zoom.
I can send it on Instagram too, actually.
Yeah, so I can like share it.
My neighbor's outside. Don't know.
All right. Oh my gosh. Danny looks so good. Danny? Someone said, look how pure Oliver is. Alun Art said, Levi, I love your cosplay.
Thank you. My goodness.
Oh, DJ Sting. Now we're just missing Bunny. Casper! You're so cute!
Yay.
Daniel.
Danny, you're muted.
I can't hear you, Daniel.
Daniel.
Wait. Okay, it's
There you go.
I was like, it's not working.
1 second. I'm gonna share the link.
I'm sorry again. That didn't take long. Focus on the face. That's better.
Y'all let me look like this.
See.
I was
Damn,
literally
I kind of.
5 seconds ago.
I want to just trash this wig and get like a Hansel from like Arto.
Wait, you look cute. I like your eye makeup.
Thank you. That's like the one thing I like.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know. I put like little white liner. I bought this new white liner from like NYX, and I was like,
Eyeliner looks like shit.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That looks so cool.
Yeah, big ass bug eyes.
I just like my contacts.
Okay. The blue is nice.
All right, we're just waiting for Parker. Or Miss Bunny will give her a little bit.
My cat's here. Louis should make a guest appearance.
Match.
Oh my god, we match.
What's the cat's name?
His name is Louis.
I love Louis.
He's so cute.
I think I would actually kill someone for him.
I've been playing too much Mystic Messenger, so I'm just
He
like,
looks like Elizabeth.
nerd.
I miss Mystic Messenger. Well, do I? No.
You do. You do.
I just got Juman's Bad Road, and I by accident, and I was like, oh my god.
I've been hearing a lot of people, they have been following a walkthrough and they still somehow get like a bad ending.
For June?
I don't
No,
know
in
what-
general on Mystic
Oh.
Messenger. And I'm like, maybe they know
Maybe they
people are
like
doing
decoded that and they're like, no, you have to like actually like play it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mystic Messenger turned evil.
All right, I'm looking at the chat.
Oh yeah. I want to see what I look like.
You don't know what you look like?
No, like in the YouTube stream.
Oh, I'm going to put it in the chat right here. Too. Bunny is here.
Hi. Come to us.
Connecting the audio.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Wait, there's a sticker over my camera. Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Like hold up my hand every
Hey.
time I bounce this button.
Wait, Cass, I'm going to change your name really quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, before I
What's
came in,
that?
mine was like Piss Man or something,
Yeah,
and I was
on your
like,
phone.
I mean,
I mean,
is it
All
wrong?
right. The gang's all here. So we're live streaming for, if you don't know that, we're already live. So we're gonna go ahead and begin. So for those of you who don't know us, I prepared a little video with some of our TikToks, and we'll go from after the video. We'll just go from there. So let me see if this
Casper.
will hopefully correctly work.
oh my gosh.
If this isn't too loud, also.
Loud as fuck.
You make it like half. Let me-
Blow everyone's ears out.
I'll take you to the candy shop.
2 bangs, 3 Adderalls, 1 brain cell. What the fuck? Guess what I had for breakfast? Bang. Guess what I had for lunch? Bang. Guess what I had for dinner? A felony.
Young gangstar flip the kill switch. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo, pose, pose.
I love this video.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
She's on top of me, and it is hot. She says, come on, sweetheart, take them off. So I will take them off, and then we take them off. And then her dad walks in. Oh shit, her dad walks in. She says, the dad's really fast.
Yeah,
Does anyone do you guys want to hear my lolly impression?
Oh, absolutely.
personally gun you down.
Get the fuck out of my face!
Daniel!
You don't remember what she looks like. Hey, just make something up.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay, so that was all of us, and now we could go through kind of like each and every one of us also to give a little bit of an introduction, just like our name, our username, and like why you started TikTok and why you like cosplaying on TikTok. I don't know. That's maybe too broad, but I'll start just because maybe that was a hard question. So I'm Marm. I'm MarmG on TikTok. And I started TikTok kind of to make fun of my other friend. And initially, I didn't start cosplaying on it. And I just sort of like, that sounds like mean, but yeah, I started sort of like make fun of him and like joke around with him. And then I ended up like really liking it. It was Halloween 2018 where I posted like my first cosplay TikTok, and I was Mina, and it was Halloween. So, and I never stopped since then. So that's how it went. Who would like to go?
I will.
Hey, Bunny, go ahead.
My name is Bunny. My username is PooPooBot. I started using TikTok because I made a hit or miss video with as Rin from Vocaloid, and then I didn't really use it for like months, and then Marm looked like she was having fun, so I started using it again, and that's really it. And mostly because of Danganronpa too.
Yeah, I remember that. I was literally like, you should be on TikTok, please.
I was like, no. And then I said, okay.
All right. I'm gonna just.
How are we picking the like?
Danny, you've chosen.
Your turn.
Oh no. Okay. I'm Danny. I'm DJ Stank Daddy on TikTok. What were the questions again?
Why did you start using it and when was it?
Okay, I started using TikTok like back in November like 2018, I think. Like back when like TikTok was like the biggest thing and people were like Fortnite dancing and there was like the furry versus gamer war and like people were like actually like making fun of cosplayers, kind of like they are now. But I actually joined because I was like one of those people. But then like the more I was on the app, the more I was like, wait, this is kind of dope.
I followed you when you had like your split hair.
Huh?
I followed you when you had like your split hair, like way in the beginning before you cosplayed on there.
Dude, we don't talk about it.
We've come so far.
Casper.
Okay.
Just your little devil horns. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Are those clips?
That's cute.
I joined TikTok because I have a friend who also uses it for TikTok, Goth Crows, who's in the panel that we did yesterday. And they basically just like bothered me every day and were like, you need to make TikTok, go on TikTok, make TikToks. And eventually I gave in and then I made a TikTok. That's it. It's not it's not the most interesting story.
All right. Levi.
I started TikTok. I actually used to like hate it so much for no reason. I think just to hate it because it was funny to hate it. And I started it actually because I cosplayed Taco for the Adventure Zone, and there's just like a lot of really good audio for him, like from Justin. So I started with that, and then I kind of fell off of it for a while until I did White Diamond from Steven Universe, and then that's kind of like when I really started gaining followers on it. But I didn't really care about it because I put more effort into my Instagram, so I really didn't care about it until I hit like 90,000 followers, and I was like, okay, now this is kind of fun actually. Let's keep going. And then I've just like kept doing it, and I think I've been putting more effort into it And like I actually like really like doing it now. Sometimes I'll like get into cosplay and not even take pictures from my Instagram. I'll just take videos for TikTok.
All right. Oliver.
I got into cosplay because of my friend, and they had a TikTok, but it was like right when it turned into TikTok for Musically, and not like I don't think anyone knows this, but I had a TikTok for a while before I cosplayed, but I kind of just made like thirst trap videos. It's a really dark time for me, but
Happens.
and then I started. Yeah, that I really only started cosplaying because of TikTok. I think if there wasn't TikTok, I probably wouldn't be as into it as I am. Yeah, I started it like I probably made my first TikTok cosplay video in like November of 2018. We all started then.
I remember that happening though, like because that's around the time that I started, and I remember seeing your videos come up on like my For You page during that.
The thirst traps?
Not the thirst.
You're like, dang, I want to do that.
Don't be shy. Drop the link.
No,
It's okay.
they were awful.
Bro.
All right, so hope you guys got to get to know a little bit about us. The purpose of this panel is that basically we're going to be talking about our experience as cosplayers on TikTok, as well as opening it up to a Q&A for those of you interested in how we use the platform, how it can be used for creativity, and if you already use TikTok for your cosplays, just a little fun hanging out. So I'm going to start off. I opened up my Instagram for questions yesterday, and I'm going to start off with a few questions from that. If you guys have any questions in addition, you can also leave them in the YouTube chat, and we'll get around to some of those as well. So the first question that I have here is from Blaze Cosplays, and anybody on the panel can answer this, but it's, what was the hardest video you ever made?
I'd have to like look for that.
Let me go look.
You know what was really hard? Like the most, like that recent trend with that mindless self-indulgence song where you do that like,
Oh my god.
it's so cool, but it's so time consuming. And it's
Yeah.
like,
I cannot do that.
I'm like,
Making that video like 4 times, and I just give up. And I can't.
yeah.
It's awful.
I think I have like really bad spatial reckoning, so so videos like that are always like impossible for me, because like I've had people explain it to me, like they'll show me, they're like, okay, then you move it here, and then and I'm like, what, your directions? I don't know. The hardest one I've ever made was the one I made for Marm.
Which one?
When we were in the alley with your OC.
Oh my god.
Like filming wise.
I think the hardest one that I did was I was cosplaying Bruno from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I was trying to like match this guy doing JoJo poses, but it was like there were so many of them, and it's always difficult to get the timing right when you're like duetting something like that. So it's like, okay, let me go press the button. Okay. Boom, okay. And it's just, it took forever, and I was like sweating my ass off.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that especially like don't do TikTok sometimes don't understand like how long some of them take.
Oh my god.
Spent more
I
than
spent hours. I spent days on video.
on one TikTok.
Yeah. Or especially the ones that like are done over a period of time, like you're trying to show the process of doing something. I've had TikToks take like months before.
Yeah.
Dances are hard.
I always have a problem with doing 2x videos. Everyone's always doing them, but like I'm too like shaky, so I always look like really weird.
I love my 2x videos.
They're hard. I respect bitches that do 2x, like only 2x.
You do the
I'm like,
What?
the claymation trend where it's like
Oh god.
Oh, so
I'm too scared to even try that.
I was off of TikTok for a while, so I don't know what that trend is, and everybody's talking about it, and I'm like,
It's
Isn't
literally
it
just
from
like,
Coraline?
like
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
just like the cosplayer movement, but like
Yeah.
a little bit more different. Like,
Oh.
All right.
Everybody's always trying to copy cosplayers.
I have a
Or
question.
make fun of us. Yeah.
Cause, and they want to know about posting schedules and how it relates to reach.
Posting schedule? Oh. I think the only thing that really matters for that is posting like during like a time that a lot of people use it. So like during the day or like the afternoon. But I don't really think the only thing for posting schedule is just not ghosting for like a month. But like I don't really think on TikTok at least, like I've noticed that doesn't really matter as much as just like the times when you post, not really the frequency. We're on Instagram, if you don't post for like a couple of days and then you post, or like, but I don't
feel
really
like the
see
reason it's like that is because the algorithm is so messed up, and it doesn't really like the amount of followers you have doesn't really relate to how many those specific people are not actually seeing your videos.
I can see a video like a month later, like one of my
same.
Yeah, I literally see videos from like January, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want this.
I remember
just on my following, like not even on my For You page, I'll see videos on my from months ago.
I've learned that like the algorithm is just like so like messed up that I just like post whatever whenever at this point, and like
I get that.
it blows up. I'm like, you know what, whatever. I'm doing this for fun.
I remember when I first started posting, because I like didn't really care about TikTok that much. I'd take a video and I'd immediately post it. I didn't care. Like I barely did any tags. I just like kind of took the video and posted it. And for some reason, like when I was doing that, I had like so much more interaction with my stuff than I do now. Cause now it's like, okay, I gotta schedule it. I gotta add effects. I gotta add text. I end up doing worse. I'm like, I'm putting effort in, guys.
Yeah, I feel like it honestly doesn't really matter.
Honestly, what I do is I just like I get into cosplay. I take like a billion drafts and I just like save them.
Mm-hmm. I do that now.
Like I should post something, and I just like add the tags and post it.
I do that now.
Tagging is so hard on TikTok because there's.
It is, and apparently like the.
Do you want a caption or do you want to tag it?
Cosplayer. Apparently, it's like shadow banned or something.
No, yeah, I heard about that.
Like hashtag cosplay to your posts, but like.
Well, I heard about that and I started taking it out, but I haven't really noticed.
Yeah, I haven't because like I've like kept it in some videos and not others, and like I don't see a difference.
The algorithm just sees a bitch in like drag makeup and a wig, and they're like, I hate you.
Yeah,
they're like, you are going to get
just a matter of like luck.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I've also like when I first started, I would make TikToks until like 4 a.m. and then when I was done, I just like I'd post them all as I went, and like again, like I didn't really notice a difference. Like it doesn't matter really about the time or
because the algorithm is so messed up.
Right, it's gonna show you stuff that wasn't posted just now, so it doesn't matter when you posted it. But it does help if you don't post all of the same thing at once. Like if I have like a bunch of like the same character all lined up, those usually don't do as well as if I have like alternating characters, so it helps like save up.
I agree with that. I've noticed that.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, shit.
I should do that.
I mean, I think to an extent it's good. Like if you only have like 3, then I don't think that matters. But I feel like
like 3 at a time typically.
It's just if someone goes to my page like looking for a thing, they're not. If there's like all that, they're not gonna like keep looking.
Yeah, it's true. But, I don't really. I mean, at least on TikTok at this point, there's not really much you can do with posting at certain times. But when I actually try, like if I like a video, I'll deliberately like, because if you have a business account or whatever, you can look and see what times your followers are most active. And
how do you do that? Like, how do you get like your like statistics and stuff? Because everyone talks about it. And I never know how to.
You have to change it to it's either like business or pro account, like on Instagram, and then
Oh, I thought that was on TikTok.
No,
'Cause,
no,
like,
it's on
I know
TikTok.
they do it on Instagram,
Yeah.
but like on TikTok, people can get like their statistics and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's like a pro account on TikTok. You just, I don't remember exactly how to do it. It's in your settings somewhere. But then
let's figure out how to do that right now.
sometimes your followers are most active, and for some reason, mine are most active at like 11 p.m. So if I post a video, then it normally does better, I guess.
Yeah, Caleb Finn, me bringing up Caleb Finn, but he has this like really interesting panel from VidCon Australia, and they talk about reach. If you like type in like TikTok VidCon Australia, it'll probably show up, and he talks about reach like really interestingly. Actually, he'll like wake up at like 8 a.m. because it's Australia time, so that he can post when it's like 3 p.m. here.
Damn.
And he like has a really good breakdown of that, but I don't remember exactly what he said. But I mean, I used to care at first about that, like really hard, and then it's sort of like when I just post whenever now at this.
Yeah, me too.
It's different for Instagram though. That's a different live stream.
Yeah. Dude, live stream. I miss live streaming on TikTok.
I have never live streamed on TikTok.
Really?
Or
I got
Instagram. I'm too awkward.
I got permanently banned for my like playing Minecraft.
What?
Oh,
And I was like,
you're like,
dude,
you're 14 years old. You can't do this.
That's so bad.
Oh, I got banned from live streaming on TikTok, I think once for playing music in the background, which I guess is valid.
yeah, they like copyright shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude,
They copyright very, very specific songs because I've been able to play music in the back and it like doesn't get copyright, probably because the music is all like very shitty and like obscure. But, like if it's like
me
if it's,
playing 100 gex.
No, it's never happened to me before. It only happened once.
yeah.
Sometimes kids will literally just come on like on lives and just report it, and then it's like your live was banned for dangerous behavior. And I'm like,
Make it fun.
I've gotten banned before, and then it was because I was too young, so I had to upload like my driver's license.
yeah.
Oh my god.
They're so like dumb.
TikTok.
Yeah, it is dumb.
Sold myself. All right, this is a question from Paint the Skies Red on Instagram. They want to know one thing you would want to say to young people who want to start cosplaying.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably
literally, like, just do it. Because like, people,
okay, how young are we talking? Because like if it's like you're a minor, there are some things that you really need to watch out for. You know, if you're posting on Instagram, make sure that you're like not putting yourself at risk for anything, because a lot of people, even if they're like 16 or 17, they're like, oh, I'm like a full adult and everything. It's like, I'm 20 and I still feel like a child.
yeah.
So be very careful about like what you post and stuff like that. I've seen people like try to cosplay like very, very sexualized characters, which is like fine, but you kind of have to like, it's a very thin line that you have to walk, and you have to make sure that like you're not putting yourself at risk, because there are, I hate to say it, there are a lot of creepy people on Instagram who do things that like you should not be doing. Yeah, I don't know, just like be careful.
And just like at a con, like have a support network of people, older like adults who you trust that can look out for you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
always have, like at least one like adult.
It doesn't even have to be your parent, because I know a lot of the time, like cosplay, they don't like their parents. It happens. But you know, find somebody again who is an adult and you trust.
Yeah. And sorry.
No,
it's okay. Go.
But for those of you who are like under the age of 13, I have like really strict reservations about this. Like obviously any age you can cosplay at any age, but if you're under the age of 12 or 13, I forget what social media platforms.
TikTok,
like,
Instagram,
12 or 13.
Any social media platform.
TikTok does not allow anybody under 13.
Yeah, but
they say that.
Yeah, they can lie.
I mean, it still happens. It still definitely happens.
It does still happen, but like I'm very strict about that, and because there's a reason that age restriction is there. I've done so much research, because for those of you who don't know, I'm in college and I like major basically in social media But I've done so much research and I've read so much research about how like it'll mess up your psychology if you're, because those are your like brain growth years.
Yeah.
Seeing like there's just some like advertising before the age of 13. That's why there's like YouTube couple laws now, because like it was a huge thing about how it's like messing up kids' brains to like be viewing these things, because like then you'll think that that's how things should be. An example of this that I've seen a lot is like, I don't like bringing it up, but like cancel culture. And like a lot of people, like if you're before the age of 13, you're gonna start thinking that this is the only way it can like resolve any of my conflicts. For the rest of your life, like this is coming from like a third person point of view. Like you're not gonna think this yourself, but like from like the outside, like for the rest of your life, you're gonna be thinking that that's how you will solve your conflicts. And I mean that for like so many other things, because you're growing, your brain is growing. That you shouldn't be on social media before you're 12. I'm really sorry, unless your parent is there with you, knowing what you're doing.
And social media is thing that like we're still constantly learning and trying to figure things out and like how this affects people. So
yeah, like it could be like hurting our brains right now. We don't know.
Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is.
Like it's true.
You guys
like,
have brains?
Like on the internet from like the age of 8, like nonstop. Like that messes with your psyche, dude. Yeah. Like I had like that whole phase where it was like cancel culture and like I like call out post after call out post, and I was like, it was so exhausting. And I was like in middle school and I was like, dude, I should be doing my To Kill a Mockingbird review for my homework tomorrow. Like, why am I
that book got banned?
I don't know if anyone watched like when Shane Dawson did his like Jake Paul little video.
Don't even.
I don't watch Shane Dawson.
I watched him when I was like a little kid. Like I watched like his awful video.
I
could never get
but the documentary is just, it's really interesting. Like regardless of, you know, whatever. But, he was saying, he's like, I think anyone who's in like, who's like a YouTuber and does this like constantly or like as a profession, like we're all narcissists. Like we all are narcissists, and like we're all, that's why there's so many people like who get into like so much nonsense, like by like being on social media, because it's just like, if you're doing it in the first place, it's like you kind of got a little issue going on. And that was his take on it.
But I have something that's like not really relevant to this. That's advice for younger kids, but well, I guess it kind of is. But basically, to like when you're cosplaying, choose characters and choose shows that you genuinely like love to cosplay from, because like I feel like everybody has made the mistake where they just cosplay from something because it's popular, or they get into something because it's popular, and then they end up just like despising it, but they still like do it, and it's just like a headache. And I've done that before, and I see a lot of people doing that with Danganronpa, where they're like, I hate the fandom, I hate this aspect of the game, I hate this. Like nobody's making you like cosplay from it, nobody's making you be a fan. Like if you're in a fandom and you're not feeling it, then like go find something that makes you happy. You don't have to force yourself to do anything, and not to focus so much on social media and likes and followers and all that. If the more you focus on like your cosplays and doing what you really love, like people will see that, and people will like start to give you like more attention, because they will want to like be interacting with someone who genuinely loves something. And I feel like that's what happened with me when I was liking things that weren't like, I liked them, but I wasn't like 100% with a lot of things. And once I just stopped caring about it and just started like just being genuine with the things that I liked and showing the things that I liked, more people wanted to interact with me on the internet.
And I think that that goes along with like everything, is just, if you're gonna come on TikTok, and TikTok specifically, just don't like, I don't like I see a lot of like younger kids that are just constantly complaining about like not getting views and
and they're like, I think I'm shadow banned.
I'm like, but it's not like that's not why. But that's like the mindset that I feel like is on TikTok, is that everyone just wants to
like everyone just wants to be like
TikTok but that's not what like cosplaying is about.
Like clout, like once you get it, it's like very fleeting, and it really like doesn't matter.
It's just not worth it.
Everyone glorifies it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's stupid. And on top of that, like, just choose to be kind instead of, you know, ganging up on people. That's like a big problem is people like to, you know, just follow the group and, you know, and cancel people. I freaking hate
like involve themselves in things that they shouldn't be involved in.
I also think though, like you don't have to pick between trying to like build a following and get clout or whatever and doing things that you like and like,
just literally do whatever you want.
There's absolutely a way to do both. And like you might not like it might not be something that other people are doing already or something that seems straightforward, but like even if you're in a fandom that's small, like there are different social media platforms that probably have a stronger following for them or ways that you can like make it appeal to more people even if they don't know the original source content. Like you can get creative with it and make it work.
Yeah. And I know like a lot of kids have like they want to do cosplay and like make like be big to make money off of it and stuff, and like that's a cool goal to have, but it just makes me sad to see like 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds like just I don't want them to be like obsessive over getting
their internet presence
on the table.
What'd you say?
Over like their internet presence.
Yeah.
Like it's just not
people,
good.
Like with like different layout, like oh, like my layout, like this, and I'm like, dude, it's literally just like
we're playing dress up.
Yeah, like literally, we're just playing dress up.
Really good point though, because like now, like it is something that I like. To me is important because if it's not like I don't like directly want to be like a cosplayer as a career, but like building a social media is important for what I want to do as a career. But like when I was a kid, I was just cosplaying like because it was fun and I like to do it. And it's like I feel like it's sort of like if you kids like a lot of kids grow up like loving reading and then they have to do it so much for school that they start to hate it. I feel like it's the same thing. Like if you're constantly doing it in order to like I don't know, like achieve something or like build
it starts
a
to feel like a chore. And
it doesn't. It shouldn't be a job when you're, when it isn't a job for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I'm like changing the topic a little bit, but like if you're in school, especially like if you're younger, don't make cosplay like your priority. Like you should be I don't know, doing your homework, socializing with your friends, like cosplay should come second because the rest of your life, like even if cosplay becomes your career, it's like important to learn like those things, like motivation, self-motivation and all of those things. All of those lessons are important. Maybe it's not necessarily going to be math, but you'll learn how to like put yourself on a schedule and you'll learn how to work. And I think that's important. And I feel like a lot of people, like I've seen like some posts where they're just like, I don't care about school or things like that. And I mean, school isn't for everybody also. And like, I don't care about school, but don't neglect like your friends or your family for the sake of like cosplay or neglect like things that should be important in your life.
I've seen so many friends lose friends because of cosplay, just because of, like it's like such stupid petty things. They're like, oh, I don't want to be like, I'm not friends with them anymore because they cosplayed this character or they did this in the cosplay community. And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Literally, the cosplay community has become so like not cliquey, but like
it
kind of cliquey. Like people are like, oh, don't talk to them because they did this, and it's like, dude, it's literally
I'm like literally like a rapist or like sexist or all of those.
That's different. That's very different from being like, oh, this person is like obnoxious and like is mean, like selfish, and it's like, dude, literally like.
Anyway, what was the original question? Because I feel like we got really sidetracked.
We got so sidetracked.
Advice for young cosplayers. I think we were a little bit.
What?
Advice for young cosplayers was the original.
Well, I think we answered the question, but we just did a little more than that.
Yeah, aside from like,
just like to summarize, just like be careful when you're on social media and like be aware that like there are people there that are out there just for the sake of being like terrible. And like
don't cosplay for social media. Cosplay for yourself.
Yeah,
just do it for yourself.
And I think like overall, just like don't lose sight of why you started or why.
Yes.
Because burning out can very much happen.
Also, when being in like high school or even younger, like in middle school, like it seems like it's a very it's such a contained space, and like that feels like it's your whole world. And so when you're in middle school or high school, at least my experience is like you have to be friendly and like nice to everyone, even if you, and like hang out around them, even if you really don't like them or if they make you uncomfortable, and like all of that. Like you don't have a lot of like free will really, or like autonomy in order to make those kinds of decisions for yourself. And so I think that bleeds into the sort of cancel culture where you want to just like ignore the problem, or like just like block them and then never speak to them again, because like in real life, like that's the best thing that you can do, is just like try to avoid them at school the best you can, because like you literally cannot escape them. But it's not like that actually in the real world or online. You can just like say, I don't really like you, and then never talk to them again. Like you can literally have conversations with people, or you can never like literally leave the circle that you're in. You're not trapped in a little space. There's like a million other people out there that you can interact with. So
yeah, you're not obligated to interact with people. And like on my For You page and I see like some sort of mess, I'll just be like, well, it's not
I have so many people. I'm just like, I see someone I don't like and I'm like, bye.
But also not to be scared of that conflict either. Like it's okay to dislike people and be like, I don't like you, and then
And
like,
it's also okay for people to dislike you too.
Yeah.
And that doesn't like prove your worth or anything. If you have issues with somebody in the cosplay community, like you're falling out with people and will like never determine your worth.
Yeah.
It's just like
in the same
natural.
way, it doesn't determine someone else's worth if you dislike them too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a really important distinction that it's okay just to not get along with people.
There's a healthy way to do that.
But I totally understand feeling like it's not like that, because in high school, it really feels like it isn't. Like if you don't like someone or someone doesn't like you, it like literally affects you so much. And it's like,
I feel like school's a little different though, because like, especially like in high school or middle school where you have to be there every single day and you like really are like kind of forced to interact with like the same people every single day. Like the internet's a little different because you can just like,
yeah.
Exactly.
Unless they're in the same cosplay community as you at every single con you go to.
True.
A reminiscence of high school.
But that's still a little different than like every
it
single
is.
day.
Cons are a lot bigger than high schools.
Yeah. And they're a lot less, they're a lot like more spread out. So you have like months to just like let the dust settle.
Yeah. So
one important life lesson I've just like learned is that nobody ever thinks they're the bad guy. Nobody will do something and be like, I'm gonna do this to be evil. Like nobody isn't like nobody, in my opinion, is like inherently bad. So you like thinking somebody's doing something bad to you, it is very, very likely that the other party thinks that you're the bad one and you're hurting them. So it's just important to like show empathy and understand that like maybe things just don't work out. Maybe that situation is just like bad for everybody, you know?
Well, even if someone is like,
I do everything out of malice. I hate everything. I am the villain.
Okay,
Rio
Kenny.
But also it's like, oh crap, lost my little train of thought. Hold on, I'll come back to that.
Sorry.
I think that there's very healthy ways that you can, one, have conflict with people, and two, just not support like influencers who do problematic things. Like there's healthy ways to just be like, am I going to make an entire TikTok and Instagram and Twitter post about how much I hate this person, or am I just going to block them and tell my friends that this person does something that I don't agree with? Because giving them more attention is just making the problem inflate instead of just deflating and protecting the people around you.
I remembered what I was going to say, and it's that even if someone is doing like things that are like bad or hurtful, it's like also everyone is doing their best, like, and their best might be really, really bad. Like if someone is treating people horribly, they probably need help. Like, and you are not necessarily the person to provide that help, but like keeping that in mind, like that everyone is just doing the best with the resources and like
Yeah.
the experiences and everything that they have.
And I think if we see someone that you don't agree with something they're doing, but they're not like, you know, like a rapist or, you know, whatever, but it's just something you don't agree with, I think we can work on, you know, trying to handle it. You know, you don't even have to handle it because it's not inherently your problem, but if you want to reach out to them privately and discuss what's going on, that's fine. But like the public humiliation is something that is really big right now. And literally people are scared that they're gonna steal someone's idea and get like canceled over that.
I think you have to like really analyze what it is that you are hoping to accomplish by doing that. Because most of the time, I think people who make these callouts are like, what they're thinking is this behavior has to stop, like it's hurting people, like it's harmful. I would think that's like the mindset, like they want it to stop. They want the person to realize they're wrong. But publicly humiliating someone and trying to get all their friends to turn against them and like mocking them is never going to accomplish that. It might make them stop, but it might have some other consequences that you don't want.
That definitely has some other consequences.
Some long-lasting effects.
Yeah.
And like it's really not gonna change their point of view because you're attacking them. So
yeah,
especially if they're like young. Like I never understood people who were like 15 years old and are getting a call out post. Like the things I did when I was 15, bro.
Bunny, I love
when they're 15. No one deserves to like go through like now versus someone who's like 23, that's very different.
Yeah.
But like when you're 15, everyone's stupid, everyone's insensitive, everyone's obnoxious and mean.
People
and
deserve a second chance.
Yeah,
and they deserve to have time to grow.
Like I like one of my mutuals who's like literally like a freshman in high school tried to get like they got a call out post and like I saw a bunch of other people who I knew were like spreading it around being like this person's toxic and it's like they're 15, of course they're toxic. Like literally
like if you really think that, like literally DM them and try to figure it out and like tell them why you hurt, like they hurt your feelings. Like
because
it doesn't even have to be a conversation. Like if you don't feel up to it, you can literally DM them and be like, here's respectfully be like, here's like why I'm hurt and why I don't feel comfortable talking to you anymore. Like I hope you have a great life. Bye.
Bye.
It doesn't have to be like, I hate you and I'm gonna ruin your life forever because you hurt me. Like that does not need to be.
Yeah, exactly.
You can have a conversation. You should, I think. Because again, like a lot of you said, a lot of people don't realize that the stuff that they do is harmful or stupid or toxic. And so if you have the ability to just sit down and have a conversation with someone, definitely do it. But like if it's to the point where like you've tried to talk to this person or they've like consistently done things that are like very, very bad, then again, like Casper said, just like, okay, bye.
Peace out.
To be honest, I really only think like full on like call outs and like cancellations, they're only necessary if it's like repeated offenses and like something that's like generally
Slap
like
daddy
to society. Not like this person broke up with me and was really mean about it.
Oh yeah.
This person was like
do not air your dirty laundry.
And
Oh, God,
I can
that's
actually say from
horrible.
experience that like this works because I've had like multiple like relationships that ended really, really badly because they were like treating me terribly. And I didn't make a call out. I was just like either it was a private conversation. Usually it was a private conversation. And then we both blocked each other. One of us blocked the other.
I mean, that's
then,
usually
like,
how
a few months later, or like even a year or two later, I've gotten messages from like multiple people that there were situations like this, like apologizing and being like, I was really going through it. Like, I'm sorry I treated you that way. Like not even trying to like become friends again, but just like
tying up loose ends.
Because they're
that's how it
learn.
works. Like, that's how it
But
works
if like I had
outside of
like
social media.
if I had posted like a huge thing like trying to make everyone hate them and like exposing what they did and all that, like they would not feel, they might not have learned anything or like grown or like still seen me as someone who was their friend, because I feel like they were able to apologize and like learn from it because I never made myself someone that was their enemy by doing
'Cause
that.
that's
Like, you
works
hurt me and then I left, instead of being like, you hurt me and now I'm going to hurt you. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good to just, you know, if someone hurt you, it's not going to do you any good to just, you know, hurt them right back. You can figure it out, and people make mistakes and they can learn. Yeah, and also like I think we already said this, but most of the time, even with serious topics, like I'm not gonna bring discourse in here, but like, you know, big cosplay discourse, like the people who are doing it, they have like they normally have no intent to harm the people that they are potentially harming. Making call out posts for them, you know, without even talking to them before, you know, you never even gave them like a chance.
I've seen that happen so many times. It's so upsetting.
Yeah.
It happened to a lot of my friends too. It's like
I feel like
yeah, it's ridiculous.
You didn't even try talking to them.
Does anyone have any advice for people who are new to cosplay, like specifically about like TikTok or like how to like start working on it, stuff like that?
Oh, like making TikTok specifically?
Literally just
Advice
post.
is, like, do whatever the hell you want, but like watch out. Be careful.
I get a call out post.
Yeah, just like be careful on like, I don't know, like who you talk to and like the kind of content you, okay, I've seen this a lot, and it's like minors who post like not inherently sexual things, but like suggestive things.
Yeah.
And on one hand, like it's like, okay, as like an adult and like as a person who's significantly older, I choose to just like mind my business, ignore it, because I feel like people who are like in high school, like people are going to be horny, like that's how it works, like that's just how psychology works. But also it's like the responsibility of like adults to like not get involved and like have like a separate space, because that can create a lot of like weird things going on. And I've seen a lot of minors do that on TikTok and like try to like top this, bottom that, and like say things like in my comments, and I'm like,
Don't you have a book report due tomorrow?
don't do that. Like
I have
like,
a book
if you're a
report.
minor, like don't like do like
Don't do
weird
it.
things like that, especially to adults.
I would say that if you're starting out, whatever platform it is, Instagram, TikTok, this I've just noticed for myself how it works, is just to post and see what works for you and keep posting, and you'll figure out your own groove and like what you like.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
Don't feel like you have to stick to like one style, because there's so many different like styles of like TikToks, and like don't feel like you have to like tie yourself down, like expand.
Don't worry if your content's like not perfect, or like if your cosplay is not perfect, if your whatever thing you're making is not perfect, because nobody's gonna look at something new that you made that's like that you are proud of and then go back and be like, well, but this is bad, so I hate this. Like they're not gonna do that.
Hate you.
Like they're always going to look at like whatever your newest stuff is, and like they're gonna like what they like regardless of things on your page that they might not like. Like that doesn't really, people don't pay attention like that. They don't.
Also, if you're unsure of what to do, a good way to figure out things that you can do or type of content you can make is just to watch other cosplayers videos and see what you can do. And obviously, like if you want to just start out doing trends and stuff like that, that could be easier. And then from that, you can just learn how to do your own thing and what you like to do and all that.
Yeah.
Trends are prevalent.
Yeah, Mom.
I have a question from Maud Koak in the YouTube chat, and it's, how do you guys pick audios for your TikToks?
That's the hardest part, honestly.
Yeah. I've actually been having a lot bigger problem with that.
Me too. Like the audios have been so dry.
No,
I get a lot of my own. I make a lot of my own. Like I just record them and post them myself because I don't.
No, I started doing that too.
Do you have any tips about doing that, or like what audios to like found audios that you upload that like work well on TikTok? Or
I watch something, I hear an audio, I imagine, and I post it.
I know sometimes I'll be listening to a new song and I was like, and like my mind will just automatically go to,
like,
oh, this character would work perfectly for this. Let me upload
and I'm like,
it.
yes, this is
See, my mind goes like AMV mode, like back
Oh,
in
yeah.
middle school, I listen to a song and I like look out the window and I like imagine myself like running through the forest and I'm like there's like magical creatures.
Able to make a TikTok about that.
If you like are like the music inspiration type of person, there's also a lot of curated Spotify playlists that people have made based on like certain characters, or you could start.
I make so many playlists for my characters.
There are also like specific cosplay music TikTok playlists on Spotify too.
Yes, I have a couple.
The one that I know off the top of my head is the Longer Wait cosplay TikTok. It has like all of the songs. So like sometimes if you're just like chilling out and you just want to like listen to stuff, maybe you'll like think of an idea in your head while you're like listening.
Yeah.
But
and
also,
I guess, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say also from like shows and stuff too, like TV shows.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like the most basic thing, like the most basic thing you can do is just, you know, if you're cosplaying from My Hero Academia, just
you go to
that character from My Hero Academia.
I would think it's really cute if you can find the voice actors doing like other stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like saying like trans rights.
Yes.
There's been a few times where I've also made my own audios. I can recall a time that Casper and I were Pekko and Chihiro, and Pekko and Chihiro do not interact at all. So I was like, what if I just made one? So I took like their voice files and I made one as if they were talking to each other.
Yeah, and if you have like GarageBand or something, like it is so that sort of thing is really easy to do.
I would recommend like put it in TikTok and press like adjust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also recommend
I love
doing it before you get into cosplay, because I've had it where I'm like sitting in cosplay and I'm like trying to find audio and I'm like
sweaty.
My whole like.
I just make sure when I'm doing my daily TikTok scroll, if there's any new audios I like.
Yeah, if I see an audio, I just like save it. And then I have like thousands of audios saved. And then
I'm waiting for TikTok to let us do that thing that Instagram does where you can
save it.
Folders.
Yes.
What?
Oh my god,
folders. I've been thinking about that. I
want it so bad because then you can make character folders. I want it so bad.
That shit, because I literally have like over 1,000 audios saved, and that shit is just buried. If I could like categorize it into different,
it would be awesome. I've
No,
been
literally,
like
like,
for so long.
Every time last night I was literally up till 6 a.m. because none of my audios that I had were like working. Like nothing was good. They're all so dry.
I like sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, I look so good, but like I can't make TikToks for shit.
Yeah. I think also what I do is like I'll just collect audios that I think would either work for specific characters just by like scrolling through my feed. I'm sure everybody else does that too. And then like whenever I'm like getting ready to do a TikTok, I'll like, since we don't have folders, the old audios, I'll like go back and unadd them and add them.
Oh yeah, I do that too.
Me too.
I also when I'm in the cosplay before I'm getting into it, I'll just look at the hashtag, or I'll go and like.
Yeah, I just go to the character cosplay tag.
I find it very hard to like be very careful about that, because then a lot of the time you can accidentally like copy somebody.
No, I've had that problem before.
So a lot of the time you either have
put
to
like IB and then
or you have to like make sure that you credit the person for inspiration.
Yeah.
Or I think it's fine if you're
I'll like hear an audio and like I'll think it's for the same character, but I like have like a different like concept in mind.
Yeah.
I think as long as you're doing like a different twist on it or you credit them, it's fine.
Yeah, I normally just credit them just to be safe. I just do inspired by or whatever. But also, I no shame will just look up my friend's TikTok's account and just scroll through it and steal audios from their page.
Yeah, I do that with so many of my friends. I just like
specifically, you guys, you know Jack or Gage, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Jack.
Yeah, they have such good TikTok audios.
They do have a lot of really. Sometimes I'll go on to like popular cosplayers TikToks and I'll be like, what audios are you? Oh, I like
Tony, like Bara PNG.
Yes,
I was literally about to say Tony.
Yeah, he has such good audios.
great fucking audios. Also, Art the Clown, very good audios.
Yes, Art. Who else?
Yeah, because I always just find myself reusing the same audios a lot.
Yeah.
Me too. Especially
my friends send me videos and I'll just be like, oh, I could use that for the character. And so I do that. I did that last night like 3 times for
Does
Gundam.
anyone like, do any of you guys like clear out your saved audios?
Every once in a while.
Sometimes.
I have never done that.
I should, but no.
Because I was thinking, like, I've never done it.
I've never done that either.
It's just so messy. Like, I was looking at it the other day and I'm like, I've reused all of these like 5 times.
I know.
Like, I need to kill them.
I save like the most random things I know I'll never use, and I'm like, why am I
too.
doing
I have
this?
so
I do
many,
that with videos too. I'm like, why am I saving this? I don't care.
Bro, when I'm like at night and I'm like so like messed up on like loss of sleep, I just like go through and like save any video that I find funny.
Yeah, I'm like,
and then I wake up and see them and I'm like,
Someone just said in the comments, which is something else I do, is I follow a lot of those like Nightcore audios and Daycore audios account, and then they post like audios.
Bro, there's literally an account that's dedicated to finding like Hitalia audios, and I swear to God, that is like my life.
Are you sure it's not your side account?
Content.
I am never in my life ever gonna watch Italia.
I'm sorry, I had to. I can't go 5 minutes without talking about it.
Do any of you have like a favorite video you've made or like a favorite type of video you like making?
I think funny ones are always just like using like stupid audios are just so much more fun.
Yeah, and they're
Or making a serious audio stupid.
Screen, any audio that the triple screen thing too, I love those.
Oh yeah, I like my triple screen, my 2x.
Yeah,
that is where I
love
thrive.
taking audios that people are making like thirst traps or like POV, like, and they're, you know, but I do it really, really stupid and I'm like cosplaying an idiot and like that's everything.
Cowboy Bakugo.
Or the new trend where you take the gummy bear album. With, like, crying.
Gummy bear album. Bro.
I do have that memory. I love that.
Musicals. Like I love using audios for musicals. It's just really
Oh
fun.
my
They
God,
never
yes.
really like
Girls.
they never really bear much fruit. Like they don't do that well, but it's like so fun.
Danny, was that you? That got me.
But yeah.
I'm sorry. My alarm went off.
I was saying that my favorite type of video to make is the type of video that is hard and giving myself a lot of work. And I
The
don't.
one where you're like spinning around his Pecco that you showed earlier.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do that, but I'm like, I would hurt myself so many times.
I know. Well, Marm, okay, I actually have a question for you, Marm. Okay. How did you do that one freaking Angie video where you do, and then you come back?
You like,
and you like change costumes.
Yeah.
And it's lies, and you like do the pregame.
Yeah. It's lies, and then you come down and you're like pregame Angie.
Okay.
It's so good. It's so good.
I asked Bex to flicker my light box for me while I did that, and I.
Yeah, but like, how do you change costumes? Like, was that like exhausting, or did you like? Did you like edit it together?
So I wore pregame Angie once, and I wore Angie once, and then I filmed the same exact thing 2 times, wearing the same exact thing, wearing the 2 different costumes. Bex flipped on and off the lights in the exact same way in both, and then I like merged them together, so it looked like it was.
That's so cool.
That's so dope, but
How do you do that?
I love that video so much.
Do you do that all in TikTok or do you do it off app?
You can. For me, it's easier doing it off app.
Yeah.
There's an iMovie app if you have an iPhone that works really well, but you can also do it on TikTok. You can use it.
I remember I was in Pecco in like January. This was back in like January, but I did it where like I kept switching out my contacts, and this was before TikTok allowed you to like adjust the clips. So I had to keep taking my contacts because I had the red one, and then I had swirly ones. I had to keep taking them out, putting them back in, taking them out, putting the other ones in, taking them out. It was so painful.
Levi, same thing.
Never.
I've done the same thing before where I've changed my contacts, or I've changed my costume, and then
I've done that too.
But now you can edit the clips, so it's fine.
Now you can, so it's much easier. I mean, I spent a horrendously long time.
That's the thing is like the longer that you're on TikTok, the more you're gonna learn how to do certain things. Like you just need to. Sometimes, honestly, what I'll do is like if somebody's doing something really, really cool, and like I can download the video, because sometimes TikTok doesn't let you download specific videos, but I will literally download the video and then I'll like go on my phone and like try to slow it down and like see exactly what they're doing so that I can figure it out, because I'm like, how the fuck did you do that, dog?
Watch in slow
You
motion.
know, you can just like
just watch it in 3x.
Do it like in 2x.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just like watch and I'm like,
Just wait for someone to post a tutorial.
Yeah. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
When people post tutorials, like it's literally like the most, like it's the sexiest thing ever.
There's a special place in heaven for people who post tutorials.
I love them.
And lyric videos on YouTube.
You know what I think TikTok could really benefit from is like tutorial accounts that like take from multiple creators, and it just has like a bunch of tutorial. Like that would be so
Like for
sexy.
transitions.
Yeah.
They have those.
Transitions are really fun, but they're so hard. But they look so dope when they turn out, right?
Like the TikTok answers, they have like specific like accounts for tutorials now, but it hasn't really translated into the other stuff. It's just started.
Just like maybe a little bit, but there's like no really
Look at
benefit.
doing that.
There was one video I saw of that where the girl literally did that, but she didn't cut the video at all. She just. But everyone was like, "Where's the cut?"
Wait.
When to cut?
Wait.
So
Smooth.
kind of unrelated, but this is a question from baby.ie on Instagram, and it's how long have you been cosplaying and why did you start?
Oh, I think we should do that like one by one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't we already kind of answer that?
That was like specifically for TikTok.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I'll just randomly. I guess I could go. I'll start because I'm the one that posed the question. But I started in 2017. It was ASEN 3 years ago. So this weekend, 3 years ago. So it's my anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Wait, me too.
I know we talked about this.
I cosplayed before that. I was like 17 when I started cosplaying. Yeah, I was 17. So
The
same.
funniest thing ever was me seeing you like I was like, we were in the basement of the Hyatt and I was like, huh?
And I was wearing
doing
you
here?
were wearing Yandere, the Yandere girl simulator, and I was in Haikyuu cosplay. I was wearing Iwazumi, I think.
Wait.
And you said like my birth name and last name, and I was like, huh? I was like, what?
For background, Levi and Bunny went to high school together.
Oh yeah. No, we went to elementary school,
Elementary.
middle school, and high school together. We actually, even before elementary school, right when I moved in, we played at the park behind my house.
Oh my
We went
god.
on the swings together.
And my sister got stuck in those baby swings.
Was I there for that? Why do I kind of remember that?
I miss God.
So yeah, I started at
Oh wait, we should, okay, well hold on, let's keep going.
ASEN 3 years ago, and I started because I had gone to C2E2 before that with my friend, but I didn't cosplay, and I was super into Hunter x Hunter at the time. And yes, Rolo, hi. But I was super into Hunter x Hunter, and like after my freshman year of college, all I did was watch Hunter x Hunter and like obsess over it, and nobody like felt the same way, and I had nobody to talk to about it. Like literally no one. I begged all my friends to watch it so we could like discuss it and like just like
Oh,
Nobody cares about Hunter x Hunter.
now it's on Netflix. Everybody watching. You should watch it. It's on Netflix. But
Everyone's been watching Hunter x Hunter. Wait, what?
no, but like 3 years ago, nobody was watching.
Yeah, no one like.
But I like at C2E2, I ran into like a Gon cosplayer from Hunter x Hunter, and in my brain I was like, wait a minute.
I want to be that.
So then I became that, and I made no friends at my first con, but it was fine. I eventually did, and
At
I
ASEN?
talk about Hunter x Hunter with people now. So that's
Yeah, Bunny was like one of my first con friends. I remember at Anime Midwest, I like was like spamming you on Instagram because I was like trying to leave my hotel room, and I like ran from my hotel all the way to the lobby, and then we just like sat there and just like
We just talked smack in
Yeah.
cosplay.
We just had a little chat.
But I also started cosplaying. ASEN was my first convention, and I was 7, but I started cosplaying a couple months before that. I was 17 or 16. I think I might have been, I don't know. I was 17 or 16 when I started cosplaying. And I got into it because I had no friends for a while, because I had just gotten into anime like the past like 2.5 years, and I dropped all of my friends because they didn't like anything that I liked, and they were just living different lifestyles that I didn't want to live anymore. And I was very lonely, and I had no friends, and I was literally went to ASEN by myself with my brother and his friend, and like I made friends because of Haikyuu because I was cosplaying from Haikyuu. And literally the reason I started cosplaying was because I wanted friends. And then yeah, that's it. So I'm Chiaki, basically. That's basically what it is.
I started cosplaying because I met a friend who cosplayed, and one of my best friends, Mac, or Ochako Kaz, we started cosplaying together because we watched My Hero Academia, and then we made our new friend who cosplayed. We were like, we should do that. So then we just we planned to go to Yomikan. That was 2 years ago, or like 2.5 years ago now. And yeah, and then we went, and it was freaking awesome.
I miss Yomikan.
I know.
Not the 2 years ago, like
yeah.
I miss cons.
Me too.
No.
I remember
Cons.
ASEN 2017 literally changed my life for the better so much.
Me too.
We're so sappy.
I just miss it so much.
I know.
I started cosplaying in 2014, but I didn't go to a con until 2015. My first convention was Anime Midwest. I got into it because my friend Grace and I were really, really into Attack on Titan. This was when Attack on Titan was
when it was like
a thing, when it was relevant. We did Ymir and Krista. It was the first, like I bought a wig and contacts and like the whole costume, and I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. For the costume. The first convention I went to was Anime Midwest 2015, and I cosplayed Ryuko Matsui from Kill la Kill, which is still to this day my favorite anime. And for the first like 3 years of me doing cosplay, I like really didn't have any friends besides my friend Grace, and we would always just like stay in a hotel together. I never stayed with anybody else until like 2017, 2018. We actually started like making friends and rooming with other people, and like now 99% of the friends that I have are cosplayers. Like
same.
I do not talk to like anybody from my high school anymore except for Bunny.
Kind of sad.
Talk to a few people, but they're all weebs. So
like, all my friends who like knew me before I started, like I only started cosplaying like last year, and like before that I was like a normie. So like, all my friends like saw me and they're just like,
I was always the weird kid, so I don't think it's like
too. I was like the normie passing.
Me too.
Yeah. So, but now I'm really, really like happy that all of my friends are cosplayers, because it's like, guys, like you like this too.
Yeah. Like you can, like I feel like I have to like, I don't feel like I have to like put on a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would be staying over
putting on a wig.
in the
Yeah,
morning.
different.
But that's the one reason I'm really grateful for TikTok, even though it's a butthole, because I made all TikTok. Like I met Danny on TikTok, and
me too.
And like yeah, like I literally met everyone through TikTok, all of my friends. So I think it's a really good space for that, at least.
Yeah. I feel like it has like been a little different recently, but I hope it gets back to being that again, and like easier to make friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But people are so hung up with different things. I agree. I think it's because quarantine is making everybody a little antsy, a little bored.
They just want to drama. They're bored, yeah.
They just want to go crazy, go stupid.
Me too, but I want to go crazy, go stupid at a convention rate.
At a con.
Okay, they can all just crazy go stupid with me. I'll deal with it.
Casper.
How did you start?
We have a Zoom raid.
Huh?
How did you start cosplay?
So I was actually like a little ahead of the game, and I started when I was 13. So ASUN was my first con because my older sister.
So you've been cosplaying for 10 years?
Yeah, but like I didn't really start like doing anything like I think I made my first cosplay like the next year. Like I just wore stuff that was lended to me. So I wouldn't say technically start. But anyway,
Counts.
I basically like in high school, like I had like a group of friends before that were like somewhat like band kid nerds. And then I was like, actually, like it was basically because I had like I was gay. And then that didn't go well. So then I basically like started looking for like other friends already like halfway through high school. And so I'm still like friends with those people mostly. And then yeah, so I've always just been like so weird.
That is
So
the nice thing about the cosplay community. Like so much of it is like LGBT.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you can going to cons is like the best. I mean now like so like now I'm like passing completely, so like it doesn't matter. But like I remember like when I like was like pre-teen and everything, like going to cons was like the best experience ever, because when you go to a con, it's like you can assume that almost everyone you meet is going to like be at least in the know. Like you can expect them to be familiar with like LGBT like culture, even if they're not like part of it. Where it's like in the small town that I lived in, I could not come out as trans, because if I said I'm trans, like they'd be like, what is that? Like they don't know. So it's just like things are much different now, though. I think it's a lot more accepted. But anyway, just going to cons is epic because you can like if you're cosplaying as like a boy and you are trans, like people are just regardless of your gender, people are going to call you by like those pronouns of the character you're cosplaying at first. So it's like a really good experience if you're like questioning your gender and stuff. To go to a con, because then you can sort of test it out. Anyway, that was really off topic, but yeah, basically I started when I was 13 and then I kept doing it, but now I get to do it with my friends too, so that's really cool.
That's one I like about the cosplay community is like we're all very accepting, and I know it's a safe space for a lot of people, which is cool.
Yeah.
Probably like count the amount of cishet friends I have like on my fingers.
I don't even know if I got any, if I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know
either.
Maybe one from like high school that I talk to
like
sometimes. But I love how at conventions it's so normalized to be like, oh, what are your pronouns? Like immediately when you meet somebody or when somebody meets you, like it's just so fantastic.
And like if somebody treats you badly at a con, like you know that there's going to be at least one person around who's gonna like stand up for you too. Like you're at cons, like if like being like accepting of LGBT is like the norm. And it's not like that in a lot of other places. And I think that's what makes it like such a like everybody like acts insane at cons because like they're fine, like they're able to like be completely open with like everyone they meet.
Yeah.
Instead of like testing the waters, you know.
Yeah, agreed. Unless you're by the dude bros, but they don't count.
But then they're in the wrong.
Yeah.
They're
the minority.
You kind of went over it, Danny, but how did you begin? Start cosplaying?
What? Oh, I started like why or when?
Both.
Both.
Well, like I think I said I started cosplaying like last year, like actually like around this time. I started cosplaying like last year in like April. And it was because I like got into like I've always been like a weeb, but like I was like a closet weeb, and I was like that kind of person that's like, no, like I don't watch anime, that's for nerds, like that's stupid. But then like I'd go home and like binge watch like all of like Oran like by myself.
That was my first anime.
Oran was my like Oran, Hitalia, and Fruits Basket were like my three like first animes. And like I started like finally like being more open about it, and then my friend was like, you should start cosplaying, and I was like, Okay.
What?
And also, like, I got a lot of inspiration from like the people I saw like on my For You page, like on TikTok, especially Oliver. I think I've said this like a couple of times before, but like there was like a handful of people that I would see like all the time, and I'd be like, that's really dope. Like, I want to do what they do. And so I just kind of like started, and I could not stop.
Good.
Like, there were literally like weeks where I would cosplay like every single day.
I hope you guys cannot hear the guy mowing his lawn outside my
We
window.
can.
Okay.
We hear him.
Ajane?
It's not that loud though.
Is that a mouse pad? Does he have? Oh yeah.
Do.
I want that mouse
Big
pad so bad.
fat
How much was
boobs.
it?
Hajime Big Boo.
Somebody put a cup on him, and I don't know
Ask
why.
for a friend.
Got another
Where did I
question?
get this? Did somebody ask me?
Yeah. How much was it?
This was like $30. I have the artist on Instagram. I can send you it. I literally don't even have a mouse. I don't have a mouse, but like, look at this art. Come on. He's so beautiful. I know.
It's so good.
Mom, we got another question.
So we're actually hitting like the 1 hour point of the panel. So did anybody have any last questions for like each other before we wrap things up?
Do you fart?
Who's your My Little Pony kid?
What's something that you guys have learned like recently about TikTok, or something you figured out recently?
Like morally, or like with making videos?
Morally.
Like
Morally.
No more about TikTok.
I learned that like
Cameras.
really nothing matters.
go.
I'm just gonna do what I want. Especially
I don't
since-
really know if that was recently though, but yeah, same. I just
Yeah, well, like, I don't know. Since I started like not cosplaying Danganronpa anymore and started cosplaying from shows that like no one cares about, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this for myself and nobody else.
yeah.
And if other people like it, then they like.
For me, specifically for my page, I've learned that what works for me is quality over quantity of things. I've seen that like less people, but also I just feel better if I spent like longer and like poured more of myself into something rather than just like sort of just like lip sync to something. But
Yeah, because I do the opposite of that, and it is bad. But that's how I get like the crackhead like Death Note videos, because none of us.
Like, you just
had
make
any
Brain
videos.
empty, make content.
Yeah.
also, on the flip side of that, I've learned sort of just like recording like fun things like around you, like especially if you're like at a con, like recording your friend.
Yeah.
You're recording Casper as Chihiro, being like, I have my fun phone, I have my.
I love that video.
Like literally, like people can tell when you're having fun with it, you know.
Yeah.
So much of my
Funny
recent
Mom,
videos
I'm
are
ready
just
to
that.
go.
Yeah, and yeah. So,
Yeah, it's so great documenting taking little videos and stuff when you're at cons. And they also do really well on TikTok. Like, I've never taken something at a
Yeah.
con that didn't like get a bunch of views, but it's also
Yeah,
just really nice
same.
having the memory, and like
I know.
it's yeah.
Because it's
I
always
saw
really
videos-
funny. And like even out of context, like you see that stuff and you're like,
I saw videos of us from Youmacon just like
stop. I do too. They're
doing
all
like
like
random stuff, and
I have
people
videos
always
of
love them, and I'm like,
I have
just
videos.
both of us in Nakito.
Oh my
Those are
god.
my favorite videos.
I have videos of us at Mac's apartment that will never leave my drafts. Bro.
Yeah, just
Does anyone have any advice for how to, like, I don't know, cosplaying during quarantine? Specific things that have been helping you, or like ways to like get materials, or like how to closet cosplay? I don't know.
yeah, because I
haven't been.
I know you have extra wigs. I know you have wigs you don't use. I know you can use them for a character. This is to myself, by the way. You can use them for a character.
Like my
So many wigs.
my fucking bin of like 80 wigs.
But it's so universal to all cosplayers. Like, you have a wig that you can use for something. You just need to manifest it.
Even if it doesn't look accurate, just like do it.
Yeah.
No, that's
Especially-
actually another thing that I've seen a lot of people.
Wigs. Like I only own wigs that are like specifically styled for a character, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. But that's another thing. Like people, like you really don't need anything to cosplay. Like you don't need a canon outfit, and you don't need contacts. As long as you have like even just a wig or your normal hair. You can
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know what, people like it better, because I remember I did like a shitty makeup test of Soda from Danganronpa, and my wig was purple.
Yeah, dude, that shit was
everyone
dope.
was like,
so
"Oh,
good.
it was better," and I was like, okay,
Dope.
Love it.
all right.
But I feel like, especially with Animal Crossing being really popular now, like there's so many characters, like you can manifest that. I know you can.
Yeah.
I want to
You get
cosplay
to, like the best thing about the Animal Crossing thing is you get to make up like your own style. Like it doesn't have to be canon or whatever, because they're an animal. But, yeah.
They're an animal who's crossing.
Something that like I really love about TikTok too is that like I feel like Instagram really values, or like other platform, they really value you being like canon and you being accurate. But like TikTok is sort of the opposite, where they embrace individuality, and like to a point where like everyone like wants to be so different, which also you don't have to do either. You can be canon.
Yeah.
Like
Everyone loves it, no matter what.
Like do whatever you want.
I very, very rarely do like canon designs, just because I get so bored with them so quickly. Like all of my Danganronpa designs
Dude,
are,
your character redesigns are so dope. Your
are.
Gundam,
oh my god.
dude.
They are.
But like,
And it always
Gundam
looks like it
Tanaka.
can be canon.
so bored with like the regular
It's really,
designs.
like,
I see them constantly, and I'm like, I want to do
Yeah.
something different. But also, like, if you want to stay canon, like that's totally fine. Like nobody's gonna
Yeah.
get mad about it. Like, it's dress up.
Yeah.
It's literally dress up.
That's part about
I hated the
canon
trend
is, like,
though of making fun of Danganronpa cosplayers for wearing things that weren't canon.
I also think that's a good little, I don't know. I've noticed that usually it's like people who have very unique like makeup styles or styles of cosplaying that they like keep consistent throughout all their work. Like it makes people more likely to like it helps you get like a more loyal following, I would say, because they're there like for the way that you do
like a stable-
things and not
yeah.
the characters that you're cosplaying.
Yeah.
Not that you can't I mean, people also get famous like Allison Tabitha, who looks like completely different in every, but like
I'm in love with that woman.
I know she's so epic.
I met her at Format, and I felt like I was dying. But
Oh
like,
my God.
Oh,
Think
I have a question. Do you guys have any cosplayers that you like really enjoy like watching on TikTok, or that you could like? I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
Yes.
Fukuro cos is like magic. Like
Who?
Fukuro, I think is their name. Fukuro.
Oh,
cos.
yes.
Every
yeah.
time, like the way that they express, especially in Junko, like it's literally magical. It looks so like just.
I need to put a name to that.
Honestly, I hate to say this because it sounds like such a cop out, but like literally all of my friends, like
It's like all my
Oh, yeah.
mutuals, I'm like
all of my mutuals videos, I love
I
seeing.
follow them for a reason.
Yeah.
I have so many friends now that like I have made through TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I just like everyone's people always ask me like, or not always, but like every time I do like a Q&A or something on Instagram, people are like, who are your favorite cosplayers? It's like my friends. Like I love my friends. I think they're amazing. I love seeing their videos, even if they're like funny videos that they made at like 2 a.m. I just love watching them. I love it.
I like cosplaying because like I literally get to become friends with people that I like look up to.
Yeah.
And like I
like,
get that little notification that someone followed me back, and I'm like,
Also, it's like
they like me. Like what the fuck? Like
my
that's
friends are all like really like I would like their content regardless of if we were friends, but it's also there's something so fun about like seeing your friends in cosplay
Loving your
and like
homies,
acting.
seeing them
Like it's just
succeed.
so like it's so cute, especially if you're all cosplaying from the same.
I love seeing my friends succeed. It's so
I love duetting my friends too, even if like
Yeah, I love duetting my friends.
it's just so fun.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think all of my friends really.
I like that one video of me and Marm like sitting on your couch and we're like duetting one of Nick's videos as Fukiko and
My
we're like,
couch?
yes, yes. No, but Marm's. Yes. And we were
Oh.
Danny, I love that
Marm, I like to see Marm on TikTok.
I do like to see mine as well. Also, I think a lot of people trying to think of like underrated people. Like Nick's twin, I love her, Angel.
You guys know Mother Eggs? Like on TikTok?
video.
Dude, her makeup, I literally like it blows me away.
Ooh.
Mother Egg.
Oh my god!
I'll like find a video and like pull up.
Coco is my favorite.
Literally, like the
way she does her
nose
makeup.
contour, I take like
It's
so
so
much.
good. Even the stuff that she does, like with her mouth, like she does like mouth makeup, like she does really
like the gloss.
Sometimes, and she looks like she's dead, and I love it.
It's like glossy.
Ooh,
Like,
I should look like a little baby.
I'm like trying to find like a good picture, like a good example.
On the topic of Mother Eggs, there's also another cosplayer called Liar Liar that has.
Yes, I love Lyra. She's one of my friends.
Yes.
So
Oh
funny.
my god, I love.
She's so funny. I live stream with her.
I know.
sometimes, and like our energy, we're like it's
Literally.
So funny.
And I love her makeup because she's also really good at covering up her eyebrows, but I specifically really love the way she does her like Nikon videos. Like I love all
That's literally
like the audios she chooses.
Who? Wait, what is her name?
Liar Liar.
I'll type
She
it.
does
like
like
with
the
a-
Nikon where it's like, "Good afternoon, miss. You are my second." I watch that video all the time.
I love that video.
I'm always amazed, like whenever I'm watching videos like that, I'm like, they are doing so much. Like if I was doing this, I would be like,
I would be standing there like,
I would literally be like, too embarrassed. Like I'd be like, I'm gonna look like a clown. Everyone's gonna laugh at me. I can't do this. But then when they do it, it looks so cool.
it's so cool. Like
This
the,
is
like,
this is
whole,
Mother
like,
Eggs.
it's real. Like the thing about Mother Eggs and like Lyra is that like their makeup is really like blended, but also like really deep. Like
Let
their
me see.
contour, like their
literally-
nose contour is really deep.
I love it. Wait, I'm trying to get this other video up, but I need like a good screenshot. Us Homestuck. Yeah, you can see their like nose contour.
Yes. Oh,
Wish my
I
nose
want what they
So
have.
epic.
Here, let me share.
of me and Gundam, and I'm doing like one of those things where like you hold up your phone and like you have like a giant ass in your mirror, and my nose contour is just like.
Oh my god, how you do that?
Yep, I only cut up the guys who get me going in the southern hemisphere, if you catch my drift. Oh, I mentioned my naughty bits, how terribly, horribly unladylike of me. Yep.
They're so dope.
There's this one Toko video that they do, and it's like with like anxiety or
Oh yes, and it's to Poppy. Like they're like, Poppy,
yes.
it's your mommy.
It's
Why
so
do we leave
good.
it? It's so good. It's kind of old though.
Oh.
But bro,
Fine.
literally just like TikTok compilations.
I like how they like constantly look sick.
Yes.
Yes, it's my
That's
favorite.
literally like what I
love.
try to go for. Bro,
Wait, okay.
Like snotty and that. I love it.
like
Wait.
And then I try to do it, and I look like a fucking psychopath.
Play it.
yes,
Oh,
yes. I love Lyra.
Like her face.
I like the
I love her facial expressions.
It's so good. She's so talented. Everyone is so talented.
I know. Also, on the same note of like unique whatever, Glock for all and tactics, but I forgot Kylie's New Year's.
Wait, let me.
Kiss cosplay. Kiss.
Yeah, Cosplay.
Nice.
Yeah, I always forget that. But yeah, I love when they make like when they did that like Attack on Titan zombie apocalypse.
Got a Polaroid from them.
Yes.
Wow, I
their
wish that
TikToks
was
are
me.
always cinematic.
Yeah.
I just love it.
I never scroll past one of like any of their videos because like I trust them. I'm like, they would never do me wrong.
Yes,
It would never hurt me.
Like I just watch. I love it. I love
Now I'm like looking through all my following and like trying to think of people
I
that
know.
I really love.
But
I feel bad like plugging one specific person because I love all of my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Mixed Twin. She's real. Mixed Twin is like, Angel's like 14, and she's so good. But I love the way that she does her makeup.
Like I guarantee you, just go through any of the people that I'm following, I am in love with them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love them.
All right. So now we're at the 1 hour 30 mark.
Yeah, we get so distracted.
Any final thoughts before
Who's
we?
your My Little Pony kin?
Twilight Sparkle.
Rainbow Dash.
Nightmare Moon specifically.
I don't know.
Wait, go one by one. My thing froze. And you all animated. You all speak at once.
Princess Luna.
Twilight Sparkle.
Okay.
I've never watched My Little Pony, but I would kin Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, that's valid.
I would be Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie, that's valid. Marm, I feel like
specifically in the Dot Mauve series.
Oh, I see.
Bro, okay,
I
if
think
we're talking
Marm is
about the Dot
dirty.
Mob series, I'm
Yeah, Marm's
Fluttershy.
You guys are speaking another language.
Jenny,
Can I please be Discord?
Yeah. Oh, Marm, you're Spike.
I don't know what that means.
He's the
the dinosaur.
You're my BFF.
dinosaur.
He's a dragon.
Oh yeah, dragon. My God.
All right.
I'm gonna go watch the Dot Mauve series.
Oh, also, I am Fluttershy.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Actually,
I
okay.
have a
If we're
poster
doing it
for
like
all
a
of it.
regular group, I'm Rarity.
Yeah.
Love her.
There she is.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This was really fun. And we'll
Thank
see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to us for hour 30 minutes.
Literally.
Have a good rest of your day, everybody.
Stay safe.
Am I supposed to leave?